Welcome back to the We Are City channel to FC 25 Rebuild Season 2, where we have fully rebuilt the side, and this side has been absolutely fantastic. 3 games remain in the final episode for Season 2, all Premier League games as we are out of all the other competitions. We're not quite the level we want to be, but we're not far off it really, and you can see there in 78 points, Manchester City are 8 points clear. We're 1 point away from being Premier League champions. In today's episode, we have got first 4th place and fighting for 4th place finish Liverpool at home. Then we go at home to Brentford, and then it is finally away to Wolves to end the season. If we pick up 1 point within those, we'll be winning the Premier League title. 1 point's going to be enough, isn't it, to do it? I think Liverpool is going to be a decent game. Brentford mid-table, they're battling just to sort of get maybe European football actually in the final to United down in 13th. You'll love to see it. And Wolves are fighting to stay out of relegation, but they're already out of it. It's still between Burnley on 30 points, Everton on 30 points, and Bournemouth on 31. So who escapes that as well, going down to the final game of the season. So it's going to be interesting. Also, we will have the end of season awards, end of season roundup as well in today's episode. So let's get right into it with the game against Liverpool at home. 4th place Liverpool with what could be our title win. This is the side we're going to go with against Liverpool today, and I've made a decision of something that I want to try out to the end of the season. That is Nico Ryan playing left back. I think he's been underused so far by me this season. He's only made 9-10 appearances so far. So the final 3 games, he's going to start every single one at left back in the Premier League. That is my decision to see how he does do as an attacking left back going in towards next season. And Joško Vardiel is going to be trialled at left back, left-sided centre back. I mean, he's got 89 defending, 82 dribbling, 80 passing, 85 pace. So he helps us with that sort of problem with getting back in defensive areas. We're going to trial him there as well. That is something, that left-hand side, I just want to try out towards the end of the season. Looking forward towards the next season because we are expected to lift the Premier League title. So that is the start 11. Cambiasso comes in for Frimpong at right back today. Rodri and Edison in the midfield too. Savinho, Marmoush, Haaland and Sivons the front 4. We've got Doku, McAtee, Wharton, Nico, Frimpong, Lewis, Ake and Kusanov on the bench. Well, there is the Etihad Stadium, ready for this Manchester City side who know with a win today they would lift the Premier League title or be officially crowned champions this season against the current Premier League holders in Liverpool. That could be a fantastic start for this City side versus Liverpool. Are we ready? We certainly are. Well, there are the fans in the Etihad Stadium for Manchester City versus Liverpool, the champions-elect against the champions. Liverpool here today will try and cause an upset really, won't they? They'll just try and beat Manchester City. They're on a top 4 voyage as well to get back into the Champions League after a poor season by their standards, considering they went on to win the Premier League last season. Trent Alexander-Arnold is sticking around. He's not made a move to Liverpool. Manchester City versus Liverpool, it's interesting how they do line up. Arne Slot made a lot of change in the summer to this Liverpool side, and I think that maybe is part of their drop-off. But maybe those changes can be rectified with the next season. They'll make more investment and improve the squad even more. Well, this is Arne Slot's Liverpool starting 11. Starting with the goalkeeper, it is Giorgio Mamardashvili in goal. Alexander-Arnold, Romero, Tomori and Tomiskas the back 4. McAllister and Endo in the midfield too, with Soboslai, Chiesa and Mo Salah supporting Diogo Jota up top. They have got Gravenberch, Antonio Silva, some other key players on the bench. Manchester City vs Liverpool. Kick-off by Omar Marmoush. And it's underway here. Diogo Costa, Cambiasso into Rodri. Marmoush around the corner finds Savinho. Bit of space here up against Tomori. Savinho past Tomori. Pull in from Savinho. Savinho into the box here. Xavi Simons arriving, taking down the box. Xavi Simons. Mamardashvili away. It was meant for Haaland, who's over here. And Rodri, them two just knocking the ball between each other. It's not being able to find our way through. Edison. Under pressure here from Endo, the captain of Liverpool. Edison. Endo makes the challenge on him. Nico Riley won't get there. Mo Salah comes the other way now. Ball behind to Diogo Jota. Vardiel wrong side in. Vardiel chases Jota. Jota shoots. Costa punches. Back out. Into Trent. Soboslai is a bit of space here. Chiesa! Brilliant strike by Federico Chiesa. 1-0 Liverpool. What a strike that is from the Italian. Beats Costa from range. Puts it in the bottom corner. That comes from Edison making a mistake. And I would say one thing about Edison is he does make quite a few mistakes in midfield in possession. Yes, he's got energy. Yes, he's got drive. But I think 40 million euros is probably feels like a decent amount of money paid for him. I think if we paid any more, against Endo here. Let's find Xavi Simons. Xavi. Edison continues the run here. Great running from Edison. Pulls it back. Haaland with a chance. Straight at Mamardashvili. What a chance, he should score there, Erling Haaland. Kept him by Chiesa. Like to Savinho, he's surely offside, is he, Savinho? No, he stayed onside well. Away from Tomiskas. Cross comes in. Edison at the far post here, trying to Arnold gets something on it. And Liverpool get away with it. Goal scorer Chiesa. Xavi in there on him. Salah. Vardiel with a foot in. Vile as well again, Costa away. Tomiskas flicks it back out towards McAllister. Chiesa. Vardiel with another good challenge. Here's Chiesa. Vardiel across to him. He's got the better of Vardiel. Chiesa. Diaz dives in. Mo Salah, what a tackle by Vardiel. And Nico O'Reilly gets it away towards Edison. And again, City. Oh, that is where Edison's issues lie with his passing. Half-time, we're behind by 1-0. Nearly said led there. Not been too bad, but we haven't had control of this game at all. Second half underway. Want to try and get some control by Manchester City. We can do. Get a bit of control in this game, which we've had none of. Been very end-to-end, and that sort of suits Liverpool's game, really. Oh, Diaz there. Chiesa makes it 2-0. Ruben Diaz, he's just too slow, is he? Is that what we're deciding, that Diaz is too slow? Doesn't read that at all. Chiesa lifts it over for his second of the game. And Liverpool look to try and get top 4. They're 2-0 up at the Etihad here. Over to Nico O'Reilly. Good spin by him, O'Reilly. O'Reilly into the box here. O'Reilly, brilliant. Sets it up for Haaland here. Waiting was there, Erling Haaland, but he just couldn't get on the end of it. Good play from O'Reilly. Brilliant from fullback. Back out to Edison. Rodri. Cambiasso. Andrea Cambiasso here. Great play by him, Savinho. Savinho looks to cross it, blocked away. Savinho still. It's Rodri on that left foot, blocked away. Mardashvili's coming for it. And he comes and catches it from Erling Haaland here. Xavi Simons, who's not been so impactful today. Xavi. Nico O'Reilly. Through to Edison. Great play again by him. He's had a great game. Edison pulls it across the box here. Tomiskas away. Edison into Xavi. Wide to O'Reilly. Nico. Chased by Mo Salah. A good game, O'Reilly. Rodri. Rodri. Savinho off the post. Back to Marmoush. And it's into the back of the net. 2-1. The comeback could be on. Omar Marmoush scores to make it 2-1. City back in it. Great ball by Rodri to Savinho. Shot hits the post. It comes back to Marmoush. It deflects. Deflects fortunately off Coutinho Romero. And under Mamadashvili. Was Marmoush's shot going wide? It could have been, actually. I think you can credit to Marmoush. Simons is off for Doku. Cambiasso off for Frimpong. City bring two speedsters on now. 2-1. A draw here today gives us the Premier League title. Nico. Into Haaland's path. Good ball. Back to Vardiel. Savinho. Oh, into Frimpong, who's away here. Jeremy Frimpong. Pulls it back to Haaland. Oh! Blocked away by Trent Alexander-Arnold. What a block. Corner ball. And the counter now. Soboslai. Vardiel. Fantastic. Amazing today, Vardiel. Rodri. Savinho. Rodri back wide to Frimpong. Savinho. Omar Marmoush in the middle as well as Frimpong. Frimpong pulls it back across the box here. Behind for a corner. Referee blows a full-time whistle. A 2-1 defeat against Liverpool for Manchester City. The title race is still on. Liverpool, that might just confirm top 4 for them. The title contenders are beaten by the current champions, Liverpool. But I thought it was a closer game than maybe it suggested 2-1. And I think actually we deserved the draw there with chances. I don't know how Haaland didn't score his. This is how the Premier League table is looking. Chelsea are now only 5 points behind us, yet there is 6 points left in the Premier League title to play for. So either way, it looks like it's going Manchester City's way. That win for Liverpool keeps them in 4th, but Spurs are only 1 point behind. It's going to be a good battle for 4th there between Spurs and Liverpool. We need just 1 point to lift the title, really, with 6 points to play for. Chelsea behind us. They beat Leeds United, I think, 2-1. But it's just 1 point. So Brentford at home up next. Hopefully that's the game where we lift the Premier League title. We should be getting 3 points against Brentford at home, surely. This is Sign versus Brentford today. We're going to go with the same back four with one change, or two changes actually. Cambiasso out for Frimpong. Kusanov is out for Ruben Diaz. Nico Raya once again starts a little bit tired, but like I said, I want to get him playing football for Manchester City. I think I've been a bit harsh not playing enough, and I thought it was great against Liverpool. Him and Vardy on this left-hand side were fine. It was more Diaz and Cambias on the right side, especially Diaz, that led us down. Nico comes in alongside Rodri. It's the same front four as before as well. Edison is on the bench today with Wharton, Bob, Doku, Cambiasso, Diaz, Ake and Manu Akanji. So attempt number 2 at the Etihad today for Manchester City to lift the Premier League title. We've had to wait just another weekend away from the Liverpool game. A 2-1 defeat to Liverpool where we had more shots, dominated possession, but unfortunately didn't get the ball in the back of the net. Today it's Brentford who comes to the Etihad. Brentford who are battling towards a sort of top 8, top 7 finish to try and get some European football for themselves. Captained by Rodri and Norgard, 2 of the top midfielders in the Premier League. Out from the two sides, Manchester City intending to have a party atmosphere to lift the Premier League title today. The fans and everyone is expecting more than just a point here today for City. They're expecting 3 points. They're expecting Rodri lifting that Premier League title for Pep Guardiola's side. City returning to what they would say is their greatness. Thomas Frank's Brentford side will look to try and stop City lifting the title today. Flecken starts in goal. Tarkovsky's in that back line. He's a very good signing for them. Sucic has been signed as well. And from a CFG player, Valentin Castellanos up top. No Brian Mbuemo. He's on the bench, surprisingly. Garcia on the turn there. O'Reilly with him. He's an offside surely against the Brentford man. He's a mile away from Vardy, Kasanov and Frimpong. Free kick Manchester City's way. Nico. Savinho asking both fullbacks to attack today. Savinho into Marmoush here. Omar Marmoush! City open the scoring as simple as that. And it's Omar Marmoush again. A goal at the Etihad against Liverpool in the previous fixture. And he's off the mark again here today. I'd love to see how many goals and assists he's got this year. Honestly, he's got to be in the starting 11 alongside Haaland because his output is unbelievable. An assist for Savinho. A goal for Omar Marmoush. And City lead Brentford. And could that be the title-winning goal from Omar Marmoush? 3 points today. And City are Premier League champions beyond doubt, aren't we? Xavi Simons. Xavi through to Haaland. Might get a goal for himself now, Erling Haaland. 2-0 City within 7 minutes. And we are smashing Brentford. Xavi Simons with an assist. Erling Haaland with yet another goal. We'll have to see how many goals he's got in the Premier League and who is top in certain areas going into the final game against Wolves. But a really good goal for Erling Haaland. Across the goalkeeper, played in by Xavi Simons. Flecken, no chance. And City have started a running right here. We started really brightly against Brentford, and after 8 minutes, Kasanov in there for the header. Marmoush beaten to it as well. And a ball through City defence here towards Carvalho. Kasanov chases. Frimpong. Castellanos pulls it across here to Carvalho. And it's tipped over the bar by Costa. That's a terrible pass to Savinho, who pounces upon it anyway. And Nico makes that run. Simons. Nico pulls it back. Savinho! Oh, what a miss. To Frimpong. Back in behind to Marmoush. Across the box to Haaland here. Should have hit that in the air, the cross, maybe. And Brentford counter once again. It's only 2-0. We're playing like we're 5-0 up here. We probably should be. Castellanos. Rodri can't catch him. Vandenberg. Ball for the middle here towards Castellanos. It's too easy. Castellanos! And a big smothering save by Costa. And on by Marmoush to Savinho. And City could counter it. Castellanos away from Kasanov and Vardy. And Castellanos! And it's brilliant again by Costa. The world's best goalkeeper in my eyes. Mbuemo's, I don't know what position he's coming in, Brian Mbuemo, but I think he's come off that right-hand side. Frimpong can't stop the cross. Castellanos, Kasanov away. Frimpong on. Vardy against Mbuemo. Falls back out to Castellanos. Another good save. Who has that ability to find that pass through Cambiasso. Onto Marmoush. Nico. Marmoush once again. Wharton. Into Marmoush. Good find. Marmoush through towards Bob here. It's Oscar Bob. It's Oscar Bob! Great save by the goalkeeper Flecken. And cleared away out for a throw-in. He probably should score there, Bob, and make it 3. Finish this game off. Kevin Schade bursting on his far side. He's not going to outpace Frimpong though. He's also rapid. Gets a crossing into the hands of Costa and the full-time whistle goes. Manchester City 2, Brentford 0. That does mean Manchester City are winners and we will lift the Premier League title. Deservedly so. Manchester City are champions and we'll get to see us lift the title against Wolves away from home. What a performance from the City side. City champions again. Confirmation there that Manchester City are Premier League champions. We win the title with 1 game to go. meaning we go away to Wolves, ready to lift that Premier League title away from home. In front of the away fans of the day, 24 wins, 9 draws and 4 losses, the least amount of defeats in the Premier League, and far ahead. The top goal scorer is 85 goals scored, 40 conceded, the best defence as well, actually, which shows how good we've been. Arsenal dropped out the race, didn't they? Dropped into third. It looks like Liverpool have beaten Spurs to 4th place as well, Chelsea in 2nd. What's gone there? How we ended up going towards the wrong competition there. But I want to look at the Premier League actual down at the bottom. That's where I really am interested. So Everton on 30, Burnley on 31, and Bournemouth on 31. Still, anything could happen down there between who gets relegated and who stays up. Everton, Burnley, Bournemouth, 2 are going, but which 2? And also wanted to look at the player performance in the Premier League. So Mo Salah's not the top goal scorer this year. It is Erling Haaland who's top on 33 in 32 games. He could still get a hat-trick today against Wolves in the final game and then match his record. Isak's got 25, Chris Wood 22, Son 21, Victor Gyökeres 20. Assist-wise, Anthony Gordon's top with 10, but he's actually the rest of the Manchester City players. Simons with 10, Marmoush with 10, Savinho with 9 and Rodri with 8 as well, so shows how City have dominated in that sense. Clean sheets, whilst Costa and Sells are tied top with only 9 clean sheets each. Red cards, top is Adam Smith with 1 in 12 games. Yellow cards, top there is Dominic Szoboszlai for Liverpool. Let's get into the final game of this season. Lift the Premier League title, be Premier League winners, and maybe 4 goals for Haaland means he breaks his Premier League goal scoring record. This is aside for the final game of the season. In goal starts Stefan Ortega, what will be, as we are concerned, his final game for Manchester City. He has agreed to join Brentford on a free transfer. It's Frimpong, Akanji, Ake and O'Reilly the back 4, captain Rodri and Water the midfield 2, with Doku, Bob, Marmoush and Haaland the front 4. On the bench we've got Savinho, Simons, Edison Gonzalez, Cambiasso, Vardiol, Diaz, Kusanov and also Diogo Costa as well. It's final game time and it's Premier League title lift time. Game of the Premier League season for Manchester City. We take on Wolves here today away from home. A City side that have lifted the Premier League title so many times in recent years. Pep Guardiola's side made a massive dip, dropped off massively last season. People said, is that the end of Manchester City? Well, they got to a Champions League final. They got to an FA Cup quarter-final. They got to a Carabao Cup semi-final. But they've got all the way to the final game of the Premier League season. Champions of England once again. What a performance from Manchester City. What a fantastic season again from Pep Guardiola's team, who continue to impress, don't they? Continue to show the quality they have. And Pep Guardiola continues to be the best manager in world football. He gets his side with investment, with rebuilding back to the level he expects them to be. Wolves today, but whatever happens here, City are Premier League champions. Well, this is the Wolves starting 11. They start in a 5-2-3 under Vitor Pereira. In goal starts Debus, the Hungarian, who's the captain. Aït-Nouri, Luke Shaw, Agabu, Gomez and Semedo, the back 5. Bellegarde and Tommy Doyle in the midfield 2. Oyarzabal, Gomez and Mateus Cunha still there in that front 3. Good start here by City. Could be Bob. Oscar Bob. Marmoush continues his run here. Oscar Bob nearly finds him. What a start that could have been for Manchester City. Ake in there. Oyarzabal, lovely flick away from him. What a start this could be for Wolves, actually. Oyarzabal, he's not so quick. Ortega's calling to action. And he makes a save behind for a corner. Went there to try and win that war. Nearly did do. Doc against Semedo. Not quite good enough in the air. And Doyle brings it in behind. It's into Gomez here. And they go in behind Ake. Oyarzabal against Ake. Good feet from Oyarzabal. Good save by Ortega again. Marmoush. Rodri. Frimpong, the man in space. Frimpong into Marmoush. Haaland. Little back heel. Oscar Bob is in. 1-0 Manchester City. What an assist for Erling Haaland. And Oscar Bob's found his feet towards the end of this season as well, hasn't he? He's been brilliant towards the end of the season. Another goal for Oscar Bob. 1-0 City. And look at this assist by Erling Haaland. How about that? How about that for Erling Haaland assist? Marmoush makes the run as well. But Erling Haaland with an absolutely spectacular assist into Oscar Bob. Manchester City lead by 1-0. And it's Bob with another goal for himself. And I think he scored 3 in his last 3 Premier League starts, Oscar Bob. Oh, Rodri, that's really poor. Here's Cunha against Akanji. Cunha! And a good save by Ortega. And away from O'Reilly, who uses physicality so well into Doku. Finds Oscar Bob. Finds Omar Marmoush. In behind towards Oscar Bob. Nearly gets his way through there. Luke Shaw nearly falls into his own player and gives City the ball back. Counters on. Look at Cunha in space on his far side. Mateus Cunha. Mateus Cunha scores for Wolves 1-1. Well, he wants to leave Wolves, Cunha, in real life, doesn't he? Has left Wolves. Will leave Wolves. But in this game, he's still there. And he punishes Manu Akanji positioning-wise. Beats Ortega. Wolves make it 1-1. Bob. Frimpong. Frimpong! Oh, good save by Debus. Could have gone across to Marmoush, maybe. Long by Wolves again. On by Wharton again to Akanji. Nake down towards O'Reilly. Wharton finds Marmoush. Trouble here for Wolves. Through to Haaland. Haaland rides the challenges. Brilliant from Haaland. Still going here. Haaland. Haaland. Haaland! Oh, what a goal from Erling Haaland. 2-1 City on the stroke of half-time. What a goal from Erling Haaland there. Fantastic feat. Skips away for the challenge. I think he's an all-round footballer. He's certainly got better, Haaland. Look at this. He bullies the defenders. He goes round them. And he leathers it on the right foot to the top corner. It's a fantastic finish from Erling Haaland. It's 34 for the season. Doku. Good feet by Doku. Haaland back to Doku. Can't quite get there. Giving away to Doku. Haaland. Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob again. Oscar Bob scores again. 3-1. He has really found his feet towards the end of this season, Oscar Bob. I really do think that maybe we've got to be playing him more next season off that right-hand side. I think he can share that role with Phil Foden. Savinho can share the left-hand role with Savinho. Doku and Savinho on the left. Foden and Bob on the right. Really good plays in again here, Bob. And he scores again, Oscar Bob. And he's really, really finding his feet. Wide to Doku. Doku. Haaland. Oscar Bob. Hat-trick Oscar Bob! Hat-trick Oscar Bob! 4-1 Manchester City. And another assist for Erling Haaland, by the way. Oscar Bob gets a hat-trick on that right-hand side. And maybe he's the starter on that right-hand side at the start of next season. Ahead of Phil Foden. Maybe he is. Good play. Into Oscar Bob. One touch. Bang. Out of his feet. Into that top corner. Rifles it in, does Oscar Bob. It's a really, really good finish. A really good finish by Oscar Bob. And City lead now by 4-1. Unbelievable stuff. Nice light up for Omar Marmoush here. Runners from all angles. Marmoush. Nico O'Reilly keeps his run going. O'Reilly across the box here. Oscar Bob's in again! Oh, what a save by Booze. Bob should make it 5-1. He should have got 4 today. Doku. Oscar Bob. Back through to Haaland here. Haaland's in for another one! Haaland makes it 5-1. We're smashing Wolves on the final day. And Oscar Bob has got 3 goals, should have 4, and I think 2 assists maybe. What a performance by him. Into Haaland. Haaland through. Haaland scores. Fantastic from Manchester City, and we're going to make changes at 5-1 up, aren't we, surely? Marmoush comes off for Xavi Simons. Cambiasso is going to come on here for a very tired Nico O'Reilly. Simons, brilliant. Oscar Bob. Back to Xavi Simons. Through to Haaland, what a ball. Erling Haaland, great save by Debus. Back into Frimpong. Xavi. Haaland. Just couldn't get the shot off. Back into Xavi Simons here. Xavi Simons! Debus makes the save back towards Bob. Xavi's there. Past Aitnuri. Haaland. Holds it. Haaland. Oscar Bob. Xavi Simons. Haaland's there again. It's a hat-trick for Haaland. It's another assist for Xavi Simons this season. 6-1 Manchester City. We're already title winners, but why not go out with a bang to end the season? Massive smash of the Wolves here. 6-1. Haaland matches his 36-goal record. And he's only 1 goal away from beating it. And he'll want it. And that assist by Simons is brilliant. Through the legs of the Wolves defender. Wow. Finds Haaland. Slides into the bottom corner. Hat-trick today for Erling Haaland. 1 goal away from the record. 1 goal away from the record here. Great feet from Doku into Xavi Simons here. Simons. Plays Haaland. Haaland. For the record! Oh! Debus makes the save. He didn't get the power in it. For the record, Erling. For the record. And Rodri onto Wharton. These minutes left here. City are going for it because they want Haaland to get this goal-scoring record. Haaland into Simons. Xavi. Into Haaland again here. Haaland down the box. Penalty! Wow! Erling Haaland could break the Premier League goal scoring record that he got with 36 now. Wow! And it's going to come down to a penalty. Do I Panenka this? Do I Panenka this just for the fact that it's a Panenka? Or does Debu save that? Or do I just rifle it in? I am so uncertain. I feel like we've got to go for the Panenka down the middle. Oh no! What a mistake! Oh, the goal scoring record. Thrown away in the penalty spot. He matches it at 36. I had to do that. I mean, imagine if he scored that. Bob gets a hat-trick for himself as well as Erling Haaland. That's the Premier League title race over. Manchester City are champions. And do we get to see City lift the title here? Do we get to see Manchester City lift the title here? Because we are champions. Rodri's the captain. I don't think we're going to. No title lift, just the bus parade. Well, title bus parade coming up, and of course the end of season awards as well. But first, the end of season roundup. Starting off with the Premier League results in terms of goal scorers. Haaland finishes with 36 goals in 33 appearances, matching the record. Top in assists goes to Xavi Simons and Marmoush, both with 11. Haaland in there with 10 as well. Surely he's player of the season, Erling Haaland, for the Premier League. Costa and Sells still stick with 9 clean sheets. Red cards and yellow cards, I don't mind. Let's have a look at the leagues around the world, of course, as well, and the player stats. So Manchester City finish as Premier League winners on 84 points, 38 games, 25 wins, 9 draws, 4 losses, 91 goals scored, 40 conceded, plus 51 goal difference. Chelsea in second, Arsenal in third, and Liverpool fourth make up the top 4. Spurs get that 5th place spot with Villa, Forest and Newcastle make it down to 8th. Then you work all the way down to mid-table where you find Man United down in 13th place. And it is Bournemouth who escape relegation. Everton, Burnley and West Bromwich Albion, they have gone down. Emirates FA Cup winner, that was Tottenham Hotspur. They beat Chelsea 4-2 on penalties. The Carabao Cup winner, that was the side that beat us. Aston Villa go on and win 5-1 massively against Southampton in the final. UEFA Super Cup was won by Barcelona. 2-1 winners. They were Champions League winners last year. Spurs were Europa League winners. Congratulations to them. The UEFA Champions League is yet to be played, but it is a Paris Saint-Germain versus Bayern Munich final. UEFA Europa League won by Aston Villa. They've had a fantastic season. 2-0 win over PSV Eindhoven. And UEFA Conference League winners yet to be played. It's AC Milan against Panathinaikos. But for some of the other leagues around the world, Ipswich and Crystal Palace are coming back to the Premier League. It's between Middlesbrough, Coventry, Hull City and Sheffield who join them in the Premier League next season. On to Ligue 1. That is, of course, won by Champions League finalist Paris Saint-Germain by quite some way. The Bundesliga, that is won, or Bundesliga 2 that is, isn't it? Heidenheim are coming back up. The Bundesliga is won by Bayer Leverkusen, outdoing finalist Bayern Munich. Leverkusen winning by quite a way as well. Congratulations to them. AC Milan, champions, they're Conference League finalists. They're also winners in Italy. Eredivisie, Ajax back to winning ways. They are back top of that league table at the end of the season. In Portugal, it's Benfica outdoing Sporting by quite a way as well. And then finally, La Liga is won by Real Madrid, just pipping Barcelona to it by quite a few points. And these are the end of season performances for us. So our most used player was Rodri, 56 appearances for the club this season. Back from an ACL injury, back playing lots of football. He got 6 goals and 10 assists in 56 games. Omar Mamouche, now 87 rated. In 51 games, 29 goals, nearly 30 goals and 17 assists. Wow. Wow, oh wow, oh wow. His numbers are crazy. And the same goes for Erling Haaland, 51 appearances, 46 goals and 14 assists. Cambiasso was very heavily used this season. 51 appearances, 3 goals, no assists. I think we'll get more out of him numbers-wise next year. Savinho, 50 appearances, 9 goals and 11 assists, now 86 rated. Xavi Simons, his first season at the club, 87 rated, 49 appearances, 14 assists, very creative, and 7 goals. Diogo Costa, amazing, unbelievable goalkeeper performances this year. 48 appearances, 13 clean sheets, 2 assists. Frimpong from fullback in 46 appearances gets 4 goals and 9 assists. Ruben Diaz in 46 appearances gets no goals, no assists, but 10 clean sheets. He's a bit of a worry at 29 years of age. He hasn't been good this season, I don't feel. Doku's had a bit of a hit and miss season as well. 4 goals and 6 assists in 44 appearances, hasn't been amazing. Edison, not a bad start to his City career. 5 goals, 1 assist in 41 appearances. Vardiel, 40 appearances, 1 goal, 3 assists. Wow, he's amazing, 89 rated now. Kusanov is getting there, 38 appearances this season. Foden a season hampered by injuries, 9 goals and 13 assists. Bit of a shame, really, only 37 appearances. Doku played 34 games, got as many goals as Phil Foden and 4 assists in that time. His season's coming next year, now 80 rated. Akanji, 33 appearances, no goals, no assists, but 6 clean sheets for the 30-year-old, 83 rated. Adam Walton played 32 appearances in his made 32 appearances in his debut season, and also in that time got 7 assists, pretty good. Nico, 26 goals, 26 games, sorry, not as many games, but he spent a lot of time injured actually. 2 goals and 4 assists. Ake, no goals, no assists, 24 appearances. Lewis made 23, got 1 goal in that time. McAtee made 20, unhappy with his game time, made 3 appearances and got 4 assists. Echeverri only 13 appearances, 1 goal and 1 assist, maybe a loan move. He's on the cards for Claudio Echeverri. Stefan Ortega will be leaving the club, 13 games, no goals, no assists, and 3 appearances. 3 clean sheets, sorry. And then finally, Nico O'Reilly, 12 appearances for the club, no goals, 2 assists, 2 clean sheets. But we are hoping for big things for him. When it comes to the goals, Haaland, top goal scorer with 46, Marmoush second with 29, and then Savinho, Foden and Bob all share 3rd place on 9. Top in assists goes to Marmoush with 17, so creative. Haaland and Simons make up the top 2 and 3, Foden in there as well. And our best defensive players when in the team, Savinho surprisingly 18 clean sheets when he's in the side, Marmoush 16, Frimpong 15, and Rodri, the captain, 15 as well. What a season we've had, and it's time of course for the last remaining things, which are the title parade, lifting that trophy, and the end of season awards. Worth noting, the Champions League final has been played. It wasn't Bayern who knocked us out in the semi-final to win it. It was Luis Enrique's Paris Saint-Germain who finally do the business in the Champions League, who finally do the business in Europe. They go on to win the Champions League. 3-1 winners. Fede Valverde there in that midfield. Congratulations, Paris Saint-Germain. We're coming for that trophy next season. And here is the moment we've been waiting for. The official title lift, which we didn't get to see on the pitch, but we get to see in the title parade. Manchester City are champions once again, and we end this episode in very successful fashion. But it's not over yet, because yes, we get to see Rodri the captain lift the title. Pep Guardiola champion winner again of the Premier League. I mean, it is his forte, it is his masterclass. But after this title parade, there's one thing remaining. It's the end of season awards, our player of the season, our young player of the season, our signing of the season, and also our underrated player of the season as well. Plenty of nominees that you guys have been voting for. An amazing season to get back to winning ways, but next year we are looking to try and get back to Champions League winners again. Well, I'm currently away at the moment, so I cannot officially show you the end of season awards and add them into this video, as they were voted after recording, and at this moment in time, as this video is published, I will be away. But you can see who won the Young Player of the Season award, the Player of the Season award, the Underrated Player of the Season award, and the Sign of the Season award in the posts, and see who all you guys voted for to be those 4 winners of those 4 prestigious awards in Season 2. That ends Season 2, with Season 3 coming soon, with more big signings, with more goals, more talent, and hopefully many more trophies. Please like the video if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new, and we'll see you guys next time.